Hello and welcome back to Direct Strike, and today we'll be playing as the Karax commander, defensive Protoss commander, and looks like we are spawning in the third position, so I'm just going to go ahead and start teching up and setting up our photon cannons. Now this is actually one commander I'm not convinced that going for technology early is the best of options, because we have access to, well, these zealots called the Sentinels. They are ridiculously powerful, like, oh my god. Just, they're so good. Basically, they're zealots, bigger, tankier, and they resurrect on death. So, yes, we can just literally just get a bunch of those and wipe everything out. So we're going to start out with that, make them react to us. So let's go ahead and set that up. Now, I'm going to immediately get the reconstruction, which makes them revive upon death, which will hold us off. Next up, I think we're going to need to get a bunch of annihilators. So the thing that really makes this Karax commander very powerful is the Mirages. Well, they are extremely tanky versions of the Phoenix. By tanky, I mean like literally invulnerable. At some cases, that's just kind of how they work. And we can mix in Mirages with some support carriers, which are, well, they're regular Protoss carriers, except they heal each other and themselves and everything else around. It makes them kind of good. It looks like we're facing off against a what is his name? Tychus. Tychus is his name. So we can go ahead, if we get a bunch of these zealots, we can gun him down. Yes. Well, slice him down is supposed to be a better option. He has some AoE abilities, but not at the beginning, so we can just kind of wipe him out. Oh, wow. Wow, Dahaka just literally eating those waves. That's kind of impressive, actually. And let's see, they have nothing but missile turrets at this, which is, well, they got enough HP to tank for the turret, their primary bunker, but it's, you know, they don't have any damage output, so that'll only help us win. Okay, so these are Reapers, floating Reapers. Oh dear. We don't really want to be going against Hellions and Hellbats. That's not great. That's not great at all. Not as Zealots. Let's go ahead and unlock the charge ability for them, to help them cross the line a little bit faster. There we go. There we go. Get up there, clear them out. That'll help. Now we do have some other abilities here. They're bone upgrades to our defensive structures. Don't really care. I just wanna get some more goodies. Let's see, if we're gonna be facing off against heroic units cannot be lifted by our Mirages. So we can't just do like Mirage spam, lift everything into the sky with our invulnerable Phoenixes and blow everything away. But we can get some Annihilators, or we can tech straight up to support carriers and just kind of take everything out of the sky. Unfortunately, I'm kind of worried that the Han and Horner player here might just overwhelm us if we go for aircraft. So I don't really want to make that the play, because if I go air and they go air to counter, then I'm just gonna get overruled. It's like completely outpowered. So I'm gonna go for ground and hope they don't try to outpower me in the air. But I am spawning against a Tychus player who we are we winning this? So the Zealots do manage to take him out, but okay, so we do need a sector too. Let's go ahead and do this. And next wave will include some Annihilators, which will give us the DPS while our Zealots just kind of face tank everything. Let's go ahead and upgrade. We're going to need a lot of minerals for this, so I definitely just want to keep on the autocast for these simulators. Like, for sure, get them as soon as possible. Besides, we're already contesting the middle. We're not going to be able to blow up their bunker anyways. Oh dear. Yes. Okay, very good. This is going to hurt them a lot, I hope. Those missile turrets are doing good work at tanking, but we're gonna get some pretty solid hits here on their bunker. That's alright. That's pretty good. Now with these, alright, let's go ahead and activate this guy. That will give them an ability that deals massive burst of damage real quick. It does 200 damage to target unit or structure, which is really good versus hero units. Just straight up nuke him out of existence. I think that's going to be our preferred option here. Just get a bunch of them, use them like spellcasters, have them walk across the field and obliterate the hero units. Let's see. Energized shield batteries, don't care. Reconstruction beam would be good. but the rest of the other things are not terribly useful. Okay, so support carriers or Purifier Colossus. Purifier Colossus are, well, they're a bit more powerful version of the Colossus. Okay, so this is what's concerning. Deimos Vikings. They are the wave. Are they before me? Yes, they are the wave before me. So I'm probably gonna have to deal with them at some point. Oh, that's gonna be concerning. I need to have a plan for these guys. For the time being, just more annihilators will be the call. Yes. All right. So if I get 5 annihilators, their front line dude just disappears instantly. Yeah. These Vikings. They're the ones doing the damage here. Okay. The Vikings are probably one of the most highest DPS units on the ground. They shoot like a marine, but for 20 damage, and with AoE, and those aren't even upgraded yet. All right, let's just get a bunch of more annihilators and try to clear out as much as we can. But if I have to go to the aircraft, then my options, I'm gonna need mirages to tank, and then some support carriers to actually deal damage. And that's gonna be an expensive investment, to say the least. Alright. Yeah, they're just getting knocked out of the sky. Okay. Hey, at least they don't have detection, so our observers are just kind of chilling out there. Oh yeah, they also blink when they're damaged, so they can escape. And I think they just ate up a bunch of my... Yeah, they ate up like all of our cannon active abilities, which is gonna give us a little bit of a problem. But it looks like we're gonna make it out on top anyways, just because we have a lot of stuff. More things tend to beat less things, even when those less things are very powerful. Just kind of the nature of most of the way this game works. Unless it's Vikings. I still haven't found a solution to those Vikings. If you guys in the comments below, like, no kappa, if you guys have a solution to those Vikings, spammed out, please let me know, because I don't actually have a solution to them. I do not know how to beat them, and we're probably going to result in us getting wiped here in the late game because we don't have a solution to these things. Like, they're going to just come over here and flatten this dude. Oh, no, well, they're going to go into the sky first to flatten all of his aircraft. Oh, yay. Now they're going to land again and then finish wiping him out. Alright, so luckily, I believe we do have a Han and Horner player here who can get the Vikings himself, so we could fight fire with fire eventually. For the time being, let's just walk over here and use all of our abilities to take out his hero units. Nice! Great how that works. Let's see, Chrono Beam and Reclamation. I don't think I need to be using that just yet, but we're gonna hop on this, and we are going to get it. Nice! They didn't pull aggro away from us, not that they have a whole lot of ability to do so. And that's going to give us enough monies to, let's go ahead and upgrade to tier 3 so we can unlock additional things. Just in case we need to tech switch later, I'll go ahead and get the advanced reconstruction beam. Oh, I forgot to go over his passives. He doesn't have much in the way of passives. He has the reconstruction beam, restores 10 life per second to 5 friendly mechanical units. It was 3, but we just upgraded it to 5. So that will help out our wave, assuming that any of them survive. Next up is the Purifier Beam. Fires a beam that deals 750 damage versus armored over 11 seconds, which is actually really powerful because it's an AoE ability. I can kind of just kill everything in that area, assuming, you know, it stays around that area. The beam does kind of automatically travel toward other hostiles nearby, but it's mostly, again, it's not very fast. It works very well against I like how they kill their zealots and the zealots just come right back. These things are so powerful. Okay, so we gotta go through, if I kill off the Tychus wave, then I gotta go through the Zerg wave. For that, I'm gonna need AoE. So, I think the best option for that is just a Purifier Colossus. We could just start this off here. Let's go ahead and put these guys right there. Ooh, next defensive structure. This guy, very long range. Speaking of long range, we can upgrade the range with the level 2 of this one gives additional range to things. But for now, let's go ahead and get the Fire Beam. Ignite the ground when attacking, deal additional 150 damage or free range. Why not both, because our wave is already spawned. Nice. Now the question is, did I make the right call with the Colossi, or do I need to figure out a way of dealing with these Vikings first? Well, to be fair, these Annihilators with their active ability works really well versus them, so I think the Colossi was the correct decision. Oh dear, I was kind of hoping these Widow Mines would still have their ability up. Oh ho ho ho! Oh yes. Alright, let's see. Tankiness of my wave is... it's alright, but it's not great. DPS is also in a similar scenario. Let's get a couple more of these for the AoE goodness. And then prepare for the next wave. So I could get the Energizer. It's a different version of the Protoss Sentry. It has different abilities. Chrono Beam, instead of an attack, it locks onto a friendly unit and gives it additional weapon speed. And then Reclamation, which reclaims, it's like a mind control, but only for mechanical units. So it could work on Vikings. I don't know if that's a great idea. The problem with mind control type abilities is let's try some of them anyways. With mind control abilities is that they don't take priority, the units that get put down, that get mind controlled. So they'll be attacked last, which means they always live. Almost always live. Which makes them kind of it extends the life of units that would otherwise die. So it's not always a great option to just mass mind control, because then you end up with an army that's lingering with your army, and it's alright, but we'll see how it works out. We'll get through the shields here, and we'll do a little bit of damage. Almost 75% damage. That's not bad. Let's see, what else do we need here? Defensive structure, energizers to control mechanical units. That's what we want. So now they have a mind control ability. I'm gonna get a couple of them to see how it affects these Vikings. Oh dear. Okay, so the Reclamation takes control of a mechanical unit for 6 seconds. Then the Chrono Beam increases attack speed for 25 and move speed for 50% for 7 seconds. That costs a lot of energy. In fact, I'm going to need to upgrade their energy in order to make sure they can use both abilities in combat. There we go. There we go. Come on. Come on. Hear him out. I don't have any anti-air. Fortunately, we can mind control one of the Vikings and use it to kill off the other one. Ooh, is that going to kill off the detection? Oh, it killed off the detection right before it returned to its proper team. I need anti-air. Like proper anti-air. And my options for that, I don't actually own. Like, none of these units attack up. Except for my own aircraft. Okay. In that case, let us get a couple more of these and hope. Do I need a tankier front line? I don't think so. But it looks like... Jesus. Armored at 350 health, and then these Wraiths. Armored with 400 health. Oh god. Phoenixes would do so poorly against them. But the support carriers just get wrecked by all of those Vikings. I cannot contest the skies. Let's see. Yeah, these Vikings come over here and wipe out my purifiers. If I don't contest the skies, then I'm not going to have the ability to use these purifier colossi. But if I do contest the skies, I'm just going to get wrecked. I'm not sure what the solution is. Maybe the solution is to try to contest the skies. And just keep them around long enough for the Annihilator's ability to come off cooldown. It has a 32-second cooldown. There's no way the battle is lasting 32 seconds. Oh, jeez. Okay. Maybe it will. Alright, let's try it with some mirages. Put some mirages in front. Actually, how big are the carriers? Probably going to be a little bit before I find out. So a lot of my damage right now is on the spell ability of my Annihilators. So I'm not sure that getting additional attack upgrades would be worth. Armor upgrades, probably worth. Let's just get one ground armor before this battle really kicks off. Alright, now they're just slowly healing. It does so much damage, these things. Just alright, come on. How long till you come off cooldown? Another 16 seconds. Those are not coming off cooldown for a long time. Yeah, those aren't getting a second wave. Okay, so how big are you? You 3x3? You are. So let's go ahead and put mirages 3 away in front. That way I can put some support carriers behind them, should we need to. Probably will. Now my idea here is that the mirages will tank for long enough for the Purifier Colossus to get a good amount of damage. Not that they aren't already. Like, these guys are sitting on 20, 25 kills each. So let's go ahead and get this upgrade. So this is phasing armor. Mirages become invulnerable for 1.4 seconds when attacked on a 3.6 second cooldown, which means these guys just kind of live forever. They're horrifying, and it pretty much requires some kind of a special reaction out of them, out of the enemies to deal with them there, so they just kind of chill in the air forever. Unfortunately, the proper reaction is to use things like Deimos Vikings because they have a stupid amount of damage. 43 per hit! Like, Jesus Christ. How do you deal? Maybe I can clear them out just by not having anything from the shoot in the air and then the Vikings land. But that's not going to solve the problem of the Wraiths. Alright. We've got a little bit of something from the shoot in the air. Let's get some more Annihilators. Now I'm curious as if Zealots would help us any, because the Zealots, they work well as a front line, but they don't really have things that are worth killing on the ground at this point. And the Annihilators are a fair enough front line. They're not the greatest, but they're fair enough. And the, well, the Colossi aren't gonna live long enough to do things about it. Like, they're just, the Sentinels are getting ignored. And then they run in here, and they take enough hits, and then we got a few of them. And they take some more hits, and the Annihilators do their work. I don't think we really need much more of a front line than that. What we really need is the ability to deal with the aircraft. And I'm questioning, oh Jesus, how are you still alive? What is keeping you alive for so long? Alright, well, we actually didn't deal with the Tychus line there, which is concerning. And maybe the solution is just more Annihilators. The Tychus is not particularly strong against Annihilators, because if I just get a bunch of them, then the spell on them, just the spell ability, the active ability, just completely flattens them. Like, Tychus' wave is just gone. Oh my god, he's getting more things! He's getting more things! Jesus. Well, at least our Hun and Horner's trying to move into the sky. He's got worse upgrades. And less things. Alright, Annihilators, please annihilate things. Oh my god. They could dodge the spell ability just by using their blink. Oh jeez. Oh, that's not good. And now the spell ability's on cooldown, and I just have so many Annihilators that we annihilate everything on the ground. Like, that's just what's happening now. But, Jesus. It's so... how... I keep saying the same thing over and over again. I just don't know what the solution is my issue. Okay, do we want... like, I don't really care about investing in our defensive structures here that much. Like, what do I... why, when I can spend it on units? I mean, it's cheap. Alright, fine, it's cheap. 125 for all of them. That's +2 range, +25 attack speed, and extra... what was it, 200 barrier? What is it? Extra 100 HP on the shield, which is good. Alright, so now I have a support carrier. I need upgrades on my dudes. That's what I need. Let's get some... let's get some ground weapons. A lot of ground weapons. Do I need air weapons? I don't know if I need air weapons. I think I just need air armor. I try to tank for the air and let the ground do work. There we go. Alright, now we're pushing pretty far. I'm going to try to use this ability when the next wave comes up. Like so. Right there. Let it sit on their core while also splashing down some of these Vikings. There we go. Push right into them. Yes. Yes! That's what we want to see. Alright, now that was a good one. Alright guys, if you want to see the next Protoss Commander, make sure to leave a comment down below, because we've got a couple more to complete before moving on to the Terran Heroes, and I am looking forward to trying out some of this OP Hun and Horner nonsense. So for now, I'll see you guys later.